Hello and thank you for tuning in to episode 25 of the Europoor podcast, where we talk about stupid news from around Europe. We're in this information with Mr. Horia.
Hello.
Mr. Gabriel.
Hello.
And then myself, this guy. I'm not a
That
mister,
guy.
but yeah.
That guy.
You're
And-
more like a miss.
Miss Andrew. I look like... what was that guy's name from the fuck was that singing contest called? Euro something?
Miss Prison? Or...
Yeah, Miss Prison.
Eurovision or something?
Yeah, Eurovision. Conchita Wurst.
Oh, man, come on.
Yeah.
But I'm not that sexy though.
What fuck's that?
And I think you don't have that glorious beard. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or
you might want-
ass, or presence.
Eyelashes or anything.
Probably personality too.
I have nothing. Okay. So this week we have news from Italy, France, Germany, Turkey, Denmark, and Scotland. So
Yeah. We went all over the place.
we're pretty spread out, and good thing we found more things other than
That's
depression,
what you usually do, man.
sadness, COVID, and high, I don't know, electricity bills. But yeah, let's begin
You're
with
also pretty spread out.
yes. Anally or mentally?
Why not?
That's the correct answer.
Okay, so let's begin with our little game of rock, paper, PayPal, which is rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first in telling the news. Who wants to do the countdown?
I can do it.
it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
Mr.
I'll do it.
Yes,
Okay. Are you guys ready?
yes, always.
I wouldn't say that, but okay.
Always ready to lose.
Yeah, that might be accurate. Yeah. Okay, so are you guys ready?
Yes.
3,
go.
2, 1, go.
Rock.
I haven't heard the Gabriel here, but okay.
I think he said scissors.
Yeah. It was scissors.
Okay, so he lost.
After very long time.
Yeah, very long time.
It's a privilege to let you taste victory again.
I'm not used to this.
He had a pretty strong record, so we
Okay,
should give him
then-
at least that.
You forgot the taste of it, man.
Mr.
Anyway.
Gabriel, please.
I'll do the countdown.
Yes.
The
Three,
other cunt.
2, 1, go.
Scissors.
Rock.
Oh fuck.
Ooh, I haven't won in
I spoke
a
too
while.
soon.
So
Spoke too soon, Andrew, and I said you forgot the taste of victory. You still-
I never tasted it in the first place. So.
It was never yours to begin with.
Okay then, Mr. Gabriel, please begin.
Man, I have one that I love, so I'll keep that one as the second one. I just love it. Then I'll start with the first one. So, drug driver who crashed onto rail tracks after 80 miles per hour police chase, guilty of, check this, idiocy at highest level. I just love this
So-
shit.
That's
Oh.
the actual charge.
Basically,
You are charged for being an
for
idiot.
being an idiot. So it's like Craig Thompson. So Craig Thompson is the idiot. I mean, legally he's.
Legally, he's an idiot.
Craig Thompson's teenage passenger suffered injuries, including a fractured arm and leg, after his car plummeted down. Where is it? After his car plummeted down embankment. So he basically went eat
Over
it.
the edge.
He was
Yeet.
eating.
Yeet.
But I think that's the bit. So it's like a drug driver who crashed. So that's how it said here. So a drug driver who
drugged?
crashed.
As in,
A drug driver, and that's the bit because I thought he was carrying drugs
oh,
around, but
so,
no, he was fucking drugged. So I don't know if it's a way of saying, a drug
okay.
driver is the same thing as,
So
a
he
drugged.
consumed drugs. He
Consume
wasn't
drugs.
carrying them. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought he was like
exactly.
a drug mule, like
No,
carrying
I
drugs.
thought the same because when I've seen that, I thought initially, he was carrying drugs, but he was accused or charged for being an idiot. What the fuck happened here? That he just consumed drugs.
What kind of drugs?
Man, I forgot.
All of them.
I'll have to read the article again, but I forgot exactly. Not even sure if it's mentioned in the article though.
Okay.
Yeah, he led the cops on an 80-mile per hour chase. Has been condemned for idiocy at the highest level.
Very
That's
nice. Thank you,
Craig Townsend fled
Cassandra.
officers in his Honda Civic with a 16 years old relative in the passenger seat and was pursued across East Lothian into Edinburgh. The teen girl suffered injuries, including a fractured arm and leg, in the smash after Thompson lost control. The 29 years old crashed his car down an embankment before coming to a race between live railway tracks. So basically, despite being slammed by Sheriff Douglas Keir for his entirely responsible actions, Thompson escaped a jail term. It's Scotland. I don't know.
I mean,
Fuck me.
that seems to be something very, very often happening in Scotland.
Yeah,
Like,
isn't it? I mean,
it's
it's
like
like
2 weeks, not 2 weeks,
yeah,
but 2 episodes ago, we had that guy that
exactly.
plummeted and damaged.
The Scots driver,
Yeah,
race driver,
the Scots racist.
race racer.
He
Yeah,
basically
Scots
injured 2
racer.
people for life, and he got like a year because of stigma. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And check this. So this one was put on a restricted liberty order for 12 months, right? So that's it. Meaning
okay.
Thompson must wear an electronic tag and stay home between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. for basically fucking up with the police. I don't remember the exact, for how long he was on a chase or, for how many miles. Well, possibly endangering others in the process, but nonetheless, well, ending up injuring one of his relatives anyways. Like, yeah, I think you shouldn't
Okay.
stay out of your house between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. But all the
So
others,
that's
it's good.
basically he got the COVID restrictions.
Yeah, you can put it that way.
It's basically overlapping. It's like the same thing.
And yeah, I mean, the defense agent, where is it? Defense agent. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Defense agent Ross Garner said Thompson had been going through a quote unquote messy and difficult time when he committed the offenses.
What?
It matters, man. It counts. Okay. And Mr. Garner
What
says,
the
so again,
fuck?
his defense agent said he seems to have changed his behavior since this pretty groundbreaking event, right?
Holy shit.
Allegedly. And Sheriff Keir told Thompson his decision to get behind the wheel after taking drugs and his subsequent driving was idiocy at the highest level. He said this was very fortunate Thompson's relative had been successfully treated for her injuries. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's kind of it, man. And he was also banned from driving for 18 months.
Just 18
Um,
months.
Just 18 months. I mean, after
Look,
that, you can try to
I
kill
can
someone.
understand the house arrest for a year. Okay, nothing major happened.
This
First
is house
offense.
arrest.
Okay. But then only 18 months with the suspended driving license. Like, what the fuck? Just take it for like 3 years minimum and fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, and even some details of
God
what
damn it.
happened in there, because it's like, where is it? Yeah, so he raced at speeds of 80 miles on a 60 miles per hour road.
I mean, that's
Okay,
not that.
maybe it's not that bad, but here's what it is. Went the wrong way on a roundabout and briefly turned off his headlights during the pursuit. And from the pictures, it was fucking dark. It was
Okay.
just, very
Yeah.
dark. So he's like endangering others, and look, just 12 months.
Yeah.
You can't go to the pubs. It's okay.
I mean, yeah, okay, it's fine with the 12 months staying at home. Okay, but then just take the driving license a bit longer. I was like, God damn it.
That's
what
the
fuck?
least you can do.
Yeah. So no,
Yeah.
but what I found interesting is that you can literally drive like a fucking maniac in Scotland. And
So time to move to Scotland. Yay!
most likely you'll just end up at home for a couple of months.
How to immigrate to Scotland.
101.
Is my Romanian driver's license eligible to drive in?
We can still apply, so yeah.
Gucci, right?
Yeah, fucking Brexit.
Then I have the second piece of news.
Okay.
This one is one that really sort of created this battle between my morals, basically.
You don't have any.
Just because you're putting it that way, it doesn't mean that I don't have.
How dare you speak precisely the truth?
Fucking dramatic. Anyway, my moral compass is lost in this case, to be fucking honest, because it's
Always.
like you're gonna understand why. So check this. Prostitute who stole client's BMW after he refused to have sex with her avoids jail.
What? So she stole the BMW from a guy that refused to have sex with her.
Well, yes, but
After
I
he
think
paid
that
for her.
Well, kind of.
Well, he didn't actually pay. The story will tell, man.
So, prostitute Jennifer White was placed on a structured deferred sentence for 3 months, but warned she could still be jailed for the car theft. Okay, so
Okay.
I was like, okay, is she ugly? I mean, she doesn't look ugly, to be honest. Maybe a bit old, fair enough, each with whatever they prefer, but she's not, horrible, so then what the fuck happened? As a male, I didn't know if, he went to her place or they met up somewhere or he called her at his home. But anyway, I was like, mentally, this guy was ready to have sex with this lady, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where in the process did he, or, did he think to stop, or was he like, nah, I won't? So, okay. Let me see, because I don't want to go into the first part of the article. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
I'm trying to find the exact lines here.
Try to fuck a hoe, la 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 la. And she stole my car.
I'll start from the very beginning. So, a call girl who stole her client's BMW after he refused to have sex with her has been given a final chance to avoid prison sentence, right? So this is bad shit. I mean, if you're stealing a car, you would still get more jail time or prison time than if you drive that car and injure fucking somebody for the rest of their lives. Okay? It makes sense.
In Scotland it does.
So, okay, to avoid. But her pimp was jailed for 13 months today for assaulting and robbing the reluctant punter when he failed to pay for pre-arranged sexual services. Okay? So prostitute Jennifer White was placed on a structured deferred sentence for 3 months, but warned she could still be jailed for the car theft. Now, moving on. Sheriff Paul Brown told her, "You've got 3 months to do everything in your power to persuade me there is an alternative to custody." He told her associate, David Donald, so that's her pimp,
Associate,
yeah.
Who was protecting White as she turned tricks, that he was in a different position because he had committed assault and robbery. He robbed the complainer in his home. The gravity of the offense is such that there is no alternative to a custodial sentence. Solicitor Ross Donnelly for Donald told Dundee Sheriff Court his relocation is hazy at best. He was under the influence when he attended with her, essentially for her protection, given the purpose of attending the address. that's fancy words for, well, basically this motherfucker was under the influence when trying to protect his bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, associate.
Associate.
So the court heard how White stole her client's BMW after being told he had changed his mind when she turned up at his home, right? So it was at this stage where I was like, what the fuck made him change his mind? Her then partner followed her into the client's house and forced him to transfer cash into his bank account while his son slept upstairs, right? So this is what happened.
What?
Okay, because I don't. So check this. Basically, the guy, right, the one that got his car stolen, he made an arrangement to have some sex with this lady at his home, and he knew this lady. He knew this lady because he had sex with her before, in in the very same way, using the same arrangement, right?
Okay.
So she turns up to his door, and this motherfucker was just basically he just woke up. That's my understanding, and what he said to her was something along the lines of, "I don't feel like it," right?
Okay.
So she went back. Right, her pimp was waiting outside. Sorry, her associate
Her
was
associate.
waiting
Yes.
outside, but she left the door opened, right, on her way out. So this guy came in, grabbed the customer, and told him, to fucking transfer him the cash, okay?
Okay.
Because it was a free
I
arrangement.
love it. I love it how you call him customer.
I fucking
He
get
is a
it.
customer.
That's the moral part. That's the moral conflict. Because on one hand, you made a fucking arrangement. Okay? Respect the fucking
mean-
arrangement. Don't waste this guy's time. On the other hand, we're talking prostitution here.
I mean, this is basically a case for legalizing prostitution. So you have like a signed contract, and like any other
Oh, yeah.
business dealing.
Yeah, because I'm
You
like,
make a
his
call,
son-
you make a
son was
deposit.
upstairs. But it's like, okay, his son was upstairs. Fair enough. You don't want to have the sex with your kid in the house. But you made an arrangement. So you either, send the kid away or find some other place or don't waste this fucking
Or
individuals.
just pay like
Okay.
half. Be like, hey, sorry, I called you like for
That's a
nothing.
bit-
Here's half.
Because the whole shit was about to be 50 pounds, right? And he only had allegedly 15 pounds cash. So when the guy, David Donnelly, that's one of the funny parts. This David Donnelly pimp, when he came in, he saw this guy is having a BMW key fob and was like, you definitely have money because you have a fucking BMW, right? And
Yeah.
asked him to transfer the cash to his accounts. And here is the funny part, because apparently to transfer some, I don't know what method they've used. I'm not sure how shits are working around there.
Wire transfer.
Some wire transfer, but he was asked for the name of the guy he's transferring the money to. So
Yeah.
this guy gave him his full name. So guess what? The customer used to make the complaint. This motherfucker's full name, obviously. Do you understand how funny it is? Because it's like this pimp motherfucker, not even 1 second did he think, wait, I'm giving these guys my full name while I'm into his house. Well, basically, assaulting and robbing him. You know?
Okay.
I think that's so funny, man. So anyway,
Yeah.
they got to court and all that. But then, as I've said, there's this, I'm not even sure, I'm not sure if it's not a moral conflict, but, if there is an arrangement, you fucking respect that arrangement. Don't be late and respect the arrangement. On the other hand, it's prostitution. So I don't know.
I mean, I just searched for it
illegal.
right now.
It's illegal. It's illegal.
not.
Not that it's prostitution. It's just that
It's not. That's what I was searching for right now, because apparently in Scotland it's legal to sell or pay for sex. It's basically just it's not allowed to do like stay on the street and catcall people or keep a brothel. But like if you just meet someone and they're like, hey, if you wanna have sex, pay me £50, that's entirely legal.
Fucking hell.
Or you can
How
run a
can that be-
website where you can
Okay.
sell hoes.
I didn't
I like this one
hoes.
more.
I didn't look for that, man.
I just searched it right now because I was curious,
My
like,
conflict
if
is
it's
solved.
illegal, why would you call the cops on the pimp Because it's illegal for you to solicit prostitutes as well.
Well, yeah, but I guess if
then
it's
it's
illegal,
not.
I guess if it's illegal, then you would still like to have your BMW back. You know, like how what's
Yeah, but you can get your
more
BMW back,
dangerous?
but if it's illegal, like you could get jail time for, soliciting a
Come
prostitute.
on, really, for
I mean, it's
soliciting a
Scotland.
prostitute, it's
You can
not.
kill someone and you can get, pun intended, Scots free, but then you could, buy a hoe and end up in jail for 5 years. I don't know. I don't trust these guys.
Yeah, I mean, now the
Not
conflict.
reliable.
Thanks for helping me clarify that conflict, Andrew. Because now I know that the real dickhead is this motherfucker that prearranged this shit and didn't respect his part.
Exactly.
Fucking cunt.
I mean, the method in which the associate acted, it's not cool. But then again, don't call for a prostitute.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then when she gets there, be like, yeah, I don't feel like it.
The guy definitely needs to improve his customer service, okay? But
Exactly.
I get where that's coming from.
Service for hoes.
I mean,
I
for
can
sexual
imagine.
favors.
Yeah, but it's still for.
'Cause I mean, imagine, man, like you just go in there, you have maybe your calendar, your schedule built around that meeting
Yeah.
or some other meeting, then you end up and the guy's like, oh, I just woke up. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't care.
At least pay for half so I can, get
And he wanted to pay. I mean, to be fair to him, the guy wanted to pay for the taxi. Okay, I get that. To be fair to him, and
pay for the taxi, but pay for my time as well. Like, motherfucker.
You sound like a bitch.
Exactly. I didn't waste my time coming here, for taxi money. Fuck off. I could have had two other clients.
I mean, in some ways, but I'm not. I mean, like, I'm not on the pimp side. I'm more on the prostitution side of things, because it's like she just went in there, lost her time, probably tried to make herself pretty or desirable or whatever, lost his time to have the customer basically not turn up for the meeting, or just turn up and say, oh, okay, I don't have time for it. So fuck off.
Yeah, so, get all the legal shit, make it legal, put in taxes, put in I don't know, whatever the fuck, just make it all terms and conditions.
That's nasty, man. You don't do that. That's just bad. That's fucking bad customers.
You pay for the service up front, then you have a contract. That's it. Easy.
No pun intended. Up front.
Up front, yeah. Extra for backdoor. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all I have for today.
Thank you, Scotland. As we've seen before,
you've been amazing again.
Your legal system is weird as fuck, man. It's just really weird. I don't know. Yeah.
I've said, man, I mean, you get more prison from stealing the car than stealing it and, well, leaving someone, with injuries for the rest of their lives.
I mean, stealing a BMW is a way more serious crime than injuring someone for life. It's like, yeah. Cars are more important than people.
Okay.
It is what it is.
The Beamer.
The Beamer.
The Beamer, yeah.
Okay. Oh. So, it is my turn now, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Oh.
So first up, moving to our favorite nation.
Germany.
No, our favorite nation as a democratic country of Romania, which is Italy.
Okay.
Oh,
you got me confused there.
Like the Romanians that are better in every way, form, and shape possible than the actual Romanians.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got it. That's it.
The actual Romans, not the scuffed Romans that live in Romania.
Wish.com Romans.
Exactly. Basically, man asks police to jail him because life at home is unbearable.
I've seen that one.
My dude was just sick. sick of his wife's shit. Like, nah, fuck this.
Oh, I remember that shit, man. I left my ass off.
The 30-year-old Albanian national who lives in Guidona Montecelio near Rome could no longer cope with the forced cohabitation with his wife. Exasperated by the situation, he preferred to flee and present himself spontaneously to the carabinieri in order to ask to serve his sentence behind bars. So basically, he was on house arrest, and he couldn't take it anymore. I believe he was on house arrest for like drug-related crimes. Yeah, and he had a couple years to stay at home. And he just said, fuck it, I'm leaving. And he just went to the first carabinieri station he could find. And he said, listen, my home life has become a hell. I can't take it anymore. I want to go to prison.
I'd much rather see dudes that are killing and doing all sorts of violent shit than listen to this woman's bullshit.
Exactly. And now he's going to prison. So the state is giving him exactly what he wants.
I mean, there is a song. There is a. I don't know. It reminded me of this. There is a movie. It's called. Fuck, I forgot how it's called. Anyway, the soundtrack is made by Hans Zimmer, and one of the songs it's called "Lost But One." I think that this title sums it up. Lost But One.
It's from Rush, the movie.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is correct. My foreskin friend.
Yes. Now, to keep it short and simple, moving on to France, where we have yet again stupid laws. Apparently, a British woman living in the UK has received a court order shared with her sister to pay fees for her father, whom she has not had contact with since she was 2 years old.
What?
So basically,
you lost me. Sorry.
two British sisters from the UK. Yeah.
But
Okay.
British sounds very close to British.
British.
Is that the same?
British sister.
Okay, I get that.
Their father, the guy wasn't present in their lives. Like, since she was 2, they were 2, they haven't seen him. They talked to him like maybe 10 times in their whole life. They are currently 53, so you can imagine, like, in 53 years of life, they see him like 10 times. The guy moved to France with his second wife. He stayed there. Apparently, now he's in a care home because he's got, like, I don't know, cancer or something. I forgot the actual illness. It doesn't matter. But the French government actually considers that basically, if you're old and you can't afford to pay for your shit, and your kids could, then they are forced by law to do it for you. So
Fucking hell.
it's basically like parents having to take care of their children, only that in France, the children
The other way around.
have to take care of their parents when they get old.
Man, that's fucked up.
So apparently they barely know the guy, but now that he needs it, the French courts just said like, hey, you have 2 daughters in UK. Nobody knows how they got hold of this information or the home addresses of the girls, but they sent them court citations and bills for over 100,000 euros.
Man.
I'm not sure how this works, but it sounds fucked.
Yeah. Basically, anyone with elderly parents or grandparents living in France can be subject to demands from French care homes to pay for their upkeeps. It relates to the obligation alimentaire laws under which people are responsible for their descendants or forebearers if they are in need.
Okay. I'm a British citizen.
British.
Okay?
Yeah.
I live in fucking Bristol or wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get this bullshit because there's a French law. Now, where they have my details from, well, it's most likely from, you know, British officer or like office, sorry, or something, you know what I'm saying? Like
They
a
receive these as official documents, as
yeah.
mail, so they translated them
which means
most likely.
Yeah, which means that, you know, the French had their details, their personal details,
Yeah.
from the British side of things, right? Due to their relationships or however the fuck that works.
I don't
Now,
know
the question
exactly.
that I have, well, it's an official shit. They weren't just fucking stalking them around on Instagram. Yeah. The question that I have is, if I decide just straight out now to pay a fucking penny, okay? What's gonna happen? Because I'm in the fucking UK. Is the UK going to
That's the
what's the term, to send me to France so that I can have prison time in there,
that's
or
the
how
thing,
if I
because it's uncertain due to the Brexit. So basically, I'll read the last paragraph where it goes into a bit of details on what she's doing and why. So, her father has a UK pension, but it does not cover all his costs. So the law judges him to be in need, the French law. However, French law states that the judge can exempt a child from providing funds if their parent has seriously neglected their own obligations towards them, for example, by abandoning them. So, what happened in this case? But then, she is now seeking to appeal against her court order on these grounds and says she has found a lawyer in France who can help. And she's now having to get family statements about her situation, and she has to do it officially translated in French because French courts don't take anything else other than French documents legally signed. So yeah, she has to spend a lot of money on this because translation of legal documents is not cheap.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still cheaper than paying 100.
She said she has been threatened by the care home with action to force her to sell her house if necessary.
How the fuck are they going to do that?
Via legal action, which is basically... so, the law from France does leave children in the UK liable, and currently it is uncertain if English courts would enforce the French judgment, especially after Brexit.
Would be insane. I think that would be insane. I mean, I think that would be insane if it in a fucking British.
They don't know yet if they would enforce it or not.
Their citizen for, well, basically, France's
their biggest enemy.
It's
like historically their biggest enemy.
It doesn't, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
or,
what fucking
not, but yeah.
What fucking court? You know, in which legal system basically the system would fuck up with their own citizens because of some bullshit, you know, agreement probably that there is in place with France.
Yeah,
I can't see it. I think that's
why she's trying to
crazy.
fight it, because she's not certain of anything. Because you could, I mean, I wouldn't put it past the law to fuck you up, even if it's like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, it's the French, yada yada, but I wouldn't put it past them to fuck you.
Past them what? What do you mean?
As in the British officials going like, yeah, fuck it, it's the kid, you know, enforce the law, you have to pay it.
I also don't think, because again, it's one of their citizens. I find it incredibly hard to believe that whoever thought of this agreement or this relationship,
I wouldn't risk it. That's the thing.
You wouldn't. So wait, you wouldn't risk what? You would much rather pay them?
No, I wouldn't risk just basing myself off of that the state will protect me.
Oh no, absolutely. You have to do your own.
That's why she's fighting
as well.
That's why she's fighting the process in France, because she's not sure if, you know, she's trying to stop it before it reaches the British officials.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get fucked, because if it reaches the British officials and they say yeah, then you're fucked. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean,
Very
can't you
nice
just tell
laws.
them, look, just let the guy die. Just leave him off the streets. I don't care really. Like, just I don't want to pay anything.
Apparently
If I
not.
don't pay, what happens? Well, he's gonna die. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
tough
I
luck.
don't think they can do that. They'll have to take care of him
Well,
until he dies.
when did they decide to take him in? Did I have a word to say in that? No. So
It's the French law. You don't have to say a word in
yeah,
it. You
I
still
know what
have
I'm
to pay.
saying. I know. I mean, I know what you're saying, man. It's just I'm trying to point out the stupidity
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
whole.
yeah.
Shit.
Now, let's move on to happier things.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Come
You
on.
going to do the kami face?
Come on. It's something dear to our hearts.
Penises.
Yeah,
Yeah.
penises that are cut.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
German,
Finally, good story.
all the way from Germany.
Good
German
fucking
electrician on trial for castrating man on his kitchen table.
We're getting there, man. Oh,
A German
fucking
electrician went on trial accused of murder in the death of one man and mutilating several others by performing illegal operations on their genitals.
The operation sounds like they agreed to it.
Yes, exactly.
That's even more.
It's like he's an electrician.
What could go wrong?
But he lied. The 66-year-old.
Look, the penis is like the fuse. You take it in, you take it out, and so on. I can do the same here with the penis. And the guys were like, oh, okay,
So
okay,
the guy-
yeah, sounds legit.
The guy is 66-year-old, and he performed the procedures on request.
Okay.
He initially offered sexual services on sadomasochistic websites in order to earn money to pay off debts.
Fair enough.
Well, he had a record of that.
He then expanded his repertoire by performing operations on his kitchen table, telling his victims that he was a trained medical professional.
And nowhere in the process they think of asking him to show up, you know, some papers.
I mean, it's on the internet, so it must be true.
It
Oh,
must
I knew
be
this.
true.
I knew this guy. He used to have fucking ring bells on his bowls and all that. Yeah. He's legit.
He's legit. Yeah, he's legit.
He used to be walked around
Yeah.
in leashes. So yeah, I think he can do it.
He castrated or partially amputated the genitals of 8 men between July 2018 and March 2020. He denied responsibility for the death of one man who
Fair
died
enough.
several days after the procedure.
The procedure.
Yeah, the dead man's body was found in a box by police 3 weeks later, so he also hid the body.
I mean, he was ashamed of his failure, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I
I'm
can't
not a
live with
doctor,
this
but-
shame. Yeah.
God damn
Can't
it.
live
I'm
with
not a
this
doctor,
shame.
but this guy also didn't ask for any sort of diploma. So why should I pay for it?
So yeah, he's getting trialed. It's
Of course he is.
he's going to trial recently because the article is like from 4 days ago, 28th of October.
Oh, pretty new.
Yeah,
This
I
guy
only,
was
I only have fresh news.
I'm just curious what's the mental process, man. In like, oh yeah, I know Johan, I know him. Yeah, we used to pee on him and he used to suck our dicks. But then, yeah, he told me I can get rid of my dick, and I'm like, yeah, he's legit.
Yeah, sure. You can do it, man.
What process behind that? So does anyone know who Johan is? I don't know. He's usually the guy that's, you know, walked around in leashes. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Legit enough.
So yeah,
Fucking hell.
that's
man.
it for
Fucking
me.
hell. Oh my god. Whew. Yeah, you got us here, man. Okay, so
Now it's your turn.
I have like 3 stories that they're pretty short, but I'll leave the best one at the end. It's my favorite. You know, my
Okay.
favorite. It's about stealing shit. So be ready. Okay, so I have one fun fact. Let's say it like this.
Okay.
From Germany. It says like this: Testicle bath birth control device earn Germany's Dyson prize. So basically,
What?
a German inventor's unique ultrasound testicle bath birth control device for men took the top prize at the country's James Dyson Awards.
Testicle bath?
Yeah, it's a testicle bath. Let me see if I can
So
find.
basically put your balls in a tiny bathtub.
Yeah,
and it
it's like a
kills the
tiny
sperm.
bowl. Yeah. Let me.
Holy shit.
Nice. Where do I get? Where
How to purchase?
invest?
Ah. Ah.
How,
Yeah. So.
yeah, how to buy
Wait, so how is it?
German ball bath?
Testicle,
Testicle bath.
German bowl bath. German
Testicle.
graduating testicle bath. Okay.
Yeah. So Rebecca Weiss, or
Okay.
Weiss, an industrial design graduate from the University of Munich.
She's a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Imagine no man ever thought of being so comfortable.
Yeah, but it's not for the comfort.
For what is?
So basically, what she said, when my partner and I were looking for an alternative method, we became aware of the lack of male contraceptive methods. Basically, so this problem is not unique to me personally. It affects many others as well, as made evident in the current growing public discussion about the lack of contraceptive alternatives. So basically, what this device does, because I've searched on it, it's an ultrasound, and you have to use it basically once in a couple of months or something like this. To 2-3 months, you have to use it, I think, once, and it gets your sperm cells to not be very floaty and very swimmy. Let's say it like this. So basically, your sperm it's not viable for a couple of months.
Very nice.
Just by ultrasound. So
That's
people.
actually
That's
cool.
I think that's
Yeah.
so fucking cool because like there's a lot of contraceptive shit for women, but then there's none for men. So
I
think
mean,
that's cool.
there is, but you have to do surgery, so it's not
Yeah,
that comfortable
yeah,
for
yeah.
a lot of people. So
Man, that's cool.
yeah. I thought it was cool to say it, and then like a fun fact, let's say like this. Okay.
Nice.
Let me
Nice.
see.
We need
Let
to
me see.
invest.
Yeah. Take my money.
Maybe I'll buy a couple of days. Maybe one for my girlfriend too.
But hold
Maybe
that
one
thought
for
with.
my wife's boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, that.
But hold that thought with shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
Just remember. Okay, so we're moving on to Turkey now, and then the title goes like this: Missing man joins search party looking for himself.
No.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
have you seen me? Hey guys,
Have you seen that weird guy with his weird beard?
he kinda looks like me, but you know, a bit uglier.
A bit, yeah, because I'm.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so Beyhan Mutlu, who was reported missing after he wandered away from his friends in a forest while drunk, later joined people who were helping the authorities search for him.
Like, hey, these guys are searching for someone with my name. Maybe I can help them.
Man, how fucked was he?
What was his name?
So his name was Beyhan Mutlu.
Beyhan. Beyhan got so fucking turned up.
Okay, so a Turkish man who was reported missing unknowingly joined search parties looking for himself. Local media reported that Beyhan Mutlu, who lives in a district of northwest Turkey, Bursa province, was believed to be missing on Tuesday. He had wandered away from his friends in a forest while drunk. His wife and his friends reported him missing after they were unable to get in touch with him for several hours. He is 50. Mr. Mutlu, 50, later joined a group in the area who were helping the authorities to search for him.
But they didn't have like pictures or something? Like, hey, who we're looking for?
When members of the search party began calling out his name, he replied, "I'm here."
Oh my god. Fucking degenerate.
Oh my god, man. Yeah. And then the authorities drive him home.
Hey.
And then it was unclear whether he faced any penalty.
Beihan, where are you? I'm right here, you fucking morons. How do you know my name?
Imagine him, bro, when he was like, yeah, what are we searching for?
Yeah, it's just...
We're searching for a man like 5'5" or something.
About 50. He looks just like you. If you see...
If you see him,
eat you.
yeah, if you see him, give us a call.
I've never seen this man in my life.
Oh my god.
You know how in Europe people say that the Danish are very artsy people?
Fartsy.
Yeah, fartsy. Okay, so this happened for let's say it's a round number, $85,000. An artist returned 2 blank canvases titled "Take the Money and Run."
What?
So hear me out. The money was supposed to be used to create modern art, and it was, but not in the way a Danish museum expected when it gave an artist the equivalent of $85,000. In return, it received 2 empty canvases. So basically, the museum paid this artist and actually gave him the canvases to make like modern art for... Let me find the name of the exhibit, because it was like the artist Jens Hanning, I don't know how to pronounce his name, says the blank canvases make up a new work of art titled "Take the Money and Run." Then he calls a commentary on poor wages.
What? So
Yeah,
he's actually serious.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
The work is that I have taken their money. So Henning took the money as part of an agreement with this museum, which says it loaned Henning money more than 500,000 crowns, so he could frame the cash in a reprise of an earlier artwork. Oh, so they paid him cash.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically he was supposed to, I don't know, maybe put the money on the canvas, and then this represents like a modern art. The new
he
work.
just had to like paint some modern shit.
Yeah,
And
then
instead the motherfucker went like, nah, I'm gonna make a commentary on poor wages. Like wage cucks.
Yeah, so he actually signed the contract to deliver the artwork in the return for that $85,000, and now the artist now
being this fucking degenerate.
For when I read the first one, the first time the title, I thought that that was like a manifesto of himself. But because, well, you paid me for, I don't know, I wanted more money, so this is like an art. I don't know. You get the black canvas as an art for...
I think he's just a degenerate, honestly.
A thief. It's a thief. Oh, okay. The exhibit was called "Work It Out."
And he did work it out.
Yeah, which explores people's relationship with work.
Don't work, get the money, say it's art. You know,
And run away.
it's not about me not working, it's about the wages of poor people across the world. They don't get enough money.
Let's fight the system by
Let's fight the system by
taking the best out of the system.
making money without giving anything back to the system. So, you know, be a fucking corrupt bitch. Don't be a wage cock. Easy. Throw up gang signs.
Shades.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Deuces, bitch.
I wish I could make $85,000 just like that.
Like this.
I mean,
I know how
it takes, you know, it takes a bit of a degenerate mind to think about this.
It does, but I mean, it's
Like, at least-
it's more like a thief mind than a degenerate.
It's more of a degenerate, man. If you're a thief, you just take the money and leave. You don't care about, you know, making an impression, something like that. You take the money and run away.
Well, yeah.
But then again, this is also modern art. Let me send you a...
I love it when there was, I don't know what modern show or modern not modern show, Jesus, some sort of an exposition of art or something, and the cleaning lady basically threw away some things that she considered to be garbage when there were some of the exponents there.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, oh my god. But I mean, in my head, art has to speak to everyone, you know, sort of regardless of their, I don't know, like, what's the word, education and, you know, training and all that.
I mean, look,
If to this lady that shit, you know, said it's garbage, it needs to be thrown out, that's what she did. You know, so
yeah.
probably she wouldn't have done the same with a very beautiful painting.
I mean, it's
So,
not
yeah.
about speaking to everyone. It's basically art is what you make it out to be. But some type of stuff,
that's the bit.
it's
That's
like
the bit.
they put such an accent on it because it's the trend. It's not
The
just
way
about
I
the
see
art.
it-
It's
The way
just
I see
like
it, art has to speak
bullshit.
to you. You don't have to make something out of it, because if you're making something out of it, that's how you
yeah.
end
But
up
then
with
again, for
bananas
different
worth
people,
hundreds of
different
thousands.
things speak to you.
Yeah, true. I mean, you can go and say it's weird.
Like
You know
it's,
what? Some of
it's
these things are talking to some of these guys. But then again, the way I see it is that piece of art needs to transmit something to you rather than you making something out of it.
yeah, exactly. It's like most of the stuff that sells for millions is like bullshit that they try to get meaning out of it just because it's the new hip thing to do. It's not like they see it and it just gives them a vibe. They try actively to make it mean
Actually,
something.
to make it mean something. Yeah, and I mean, I you know, if you listen to music or classical music, or you know, you look at some pieces of art or some paintings, you know, from centuries ago, and I think there wasn't this mindset, but they are actually, you know, saying something to you, even if you like it, even if not, even you're not on that sort of mood, or maybe you are, you know, but it's like the art itself trying to present something to you rather than, you know, you're just staring at an empty wall and it's like, oh yeah, that's the modern society. Okay.
No, you're just a
basically-
cunt. Pretentious cunt.
Or
It's it's gonna be $300,000.
it's like I just
Okay.
sent you something. This is like a piece of modern art, like fucking squares.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
I don't get
for how
anything from
much
this.
Again, like
it was
a
sold
simple-
for how much?
a simple
I don't know.
mind like mine. That's why I'm saying that art should speak to simple individuals, should make them, you know, feels beautiful
But
music
then
makes everyone
again,
feel
this
something.
is also modern art, which is
This is
something.
nice.
It's like two
I mean, this
dancers.
isn't.
It you know it gives you an emotion. It's like
Yeah,
it's,
exactly.
It's nice. It's pretty. They're dancing. They're happy. Something. You know.
Exactly.
The squares I could have made in paint, man. So-
Exactly.
And printed on a canvas. So get the fuck out with these squares. But I mean,
Yeah.
that guy sold nothing on a pedestal, and
I mean, it's not the first time we've had that guy that sold his imagination for 18K.
yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. So come on, we've seen it. We've seen it before.
It's been done before. You're not new. Fuck off.
Yeah, you're not special.
Look
And
at
that
us
guy
talking
with
about art and shit.
Yeah,
So
and that guy
cultured.
who sold the banana staple to
because
a
like
wall.
it's
Yeah.
just personal opinions. But that's why my personal belief is that if it's art, it should transmit something, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
It should transmit something to the one looking at it or listening or observing it. Should transmit something,
Yeah.
whatever that might be, disgust, to
Yeah.
the hate, to love, joy, whatever. No, but when you're looking and trying to actively make something of, what did he try to?
It's like,
Yeah, okay.
the bullshit we had to do in literature. Like, what did
Yeah,
the
yeah,
author
yeah.
want to say with this?
When
No,
the author,
bitch.
basically, literally, he himself said,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to transmit anything, and it's like, oh no, he wanted to, but it's like, bitch, he just had a fucking trip on fucking mushrooms, okay?
Yeah. And now, if you
And
read
he
it, you
wrote it
take
down
your
because
own bullshit from it and fucking
he
go.
wrote it
Fuck
down
off.
because it was lit, okay? That's it.
Litititi.
It was lit.
Lit on a stack. Skrilla. 100p.
Fucking no, it's about the system being no man.
No.
Oh, yeah. He was just
He
fucking
was-
high,
He
being
was
mad
fucking high as a kite.
that fucking Rebecca didn't reply to his letter. Fuck off. He was being an angsty piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, stop putting shit on a pedestal just because you want it to mean more than it does. Oh man.
And that's why kids, I don't necessarily. But yeah, that's the thing, because
That's
one of
why
the things
you
that
need
I'm
to
curious.
rebel against the system.
One of the things that I'm curious about, because again, my simple mind, I have no sort of background in arts or anything like that. I'm curious how the people back in those times, say, times as in Michelangelo's or Picasso or all that,
Da
how are they
Vinci.
looking? Like the average guy, basically. How was he looking at this guy's art? Was he going like, that's shit? Was he going like, man, that's interesting? Because it's easy to appreciate, some work of art, or it's easier, I think, throughout time, if it passes the test of the time. But I'm curious, the guys that were living during that, period, how were they looking at, the things that we are looking back and say, yeah, man, that's, a masterpiece.
It's basically, I think they would be like, yeah, just, it's another picture, fuck off. Let us be fucking your
You think that's
bullshit.
the case? Because I
Yeah,
don't know.
because
I mean,
is that bullshit that you, as an artist, you get recognized after you die? It's basically that happens because it's sort of true. It's like any, I don't want to be mean or something, but it's like any other type of stereotype. It has a sort of a basis in truth somehow, even if it's not as, pronounced as it's in a stereotype. But every stereotype starts in something real,
yeah,
basically.
I mean,
Even if
like,
it's something that's, mean or anything like that, everything starts for a reason. But with the artist, it's like, it sort of gets more of a meaning after they die, because it's their art, it's what they left behind, and now they're gone and nobody can ask them, what the fuck did you mean with that? It's
sort
like,
of the bit to
it's a
supplement my
mystery.
argument is like, if you go, how do you say that in English? Milan's dome, or domes of Milan, or Duomo, or whatever.
Duomo di Milano.
Duomo di Milano. If you go into that place, I still think, at this age right now, as in that age right then, I still think people, sort of have the same reaction. You look in awe at that shit,
I mean,
that structure and everything. So
but
that's why
I guess it wouldn't be the same level of amazement like it is now, because it's so old or something. It's like, hey, that's a very nice piece of work. It's like very well done. As like I would see some picture right now on Twitter or something for an artist that made a sketch
based
or
on what they
something.
had then by, from an architectural standpoint and
No, it's
whatever,
like
art and everything. It's like it was
it's
cool,
relative.
but it's
Like,
whether
I
now
can
you're
see
looking
a piece
and you're
of
like,
art right
oh,
now on Twitter. It looks amazing. It's beautiful. It gives me, feelings or something. It's amazing, yeah?
or something,
But
feelings, yes.
But it wouldn't be the same level of seeing a painting made by someone like 200 years ago on the wall of a fucking church in another country. It's the context.
Okay. And so you're saying that
It's a whole context behind it that gives it more powerful meaning, I guess.
But
that's
then
how
again,
see it.
I think that, if something is beautiful as this, say, for the sake of the example, the Twitter image or painting or whatever, if it gives you feelings, that still talks to you.
Yeah,
so
but
that's
it's
why
not,
what I consider to be art.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not the same level of impact based on the context. It's like if you reverse the pictures, in your mind there wouldn't be any difference. Like you'd have still the same perception.
I mean, if you'd see
or if you didn't know that
it's
a picture from the fucking Duomo, if you've seen it there or something, it's just the picture scanned or something, yeah? And you're gonna be like, yeah, it's cool art. But then if you know it's like, hey, it's been painted 200 years ago on the fucking roof of a fucking church in fucking Italy, then you'll be like, holy shit, that's amazing.
I get it, because there's that sort of sensational impact.
Yeah, because it's old, it's been done manually on the fucking roof of a, I don't know, 100 meters tall church or something. It's very tall.
It makes sense. But the point is, again,
108 meters.
Art needs to, either make you feel something or make you go through a thought process thinking about something. If it's not doing any of this, then it's just bullshit, for me at least.
So art. We're very cultured and shit.
Very cultured and shit. Name some great artists.
Da Vinci.
That guy.
What? I sent you a video on.
Is that guy Malachenio? And
yes, it's Michelangelo. The
Malachenio.
No. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Michelangelo. He painted that.
You fucking bitch. with his little fucking sword.
And then you have Leonardo DiCaprio, who also painted a lot of shit. He's also a Ninja Turtle.
He also died in that accident of Titanic back in 1912.
But that's only a movie.
No, it's not. He really died in there.
No, it's a movie.
No, that's where DiCaprio died.
No. That's just the movie.
The artist DiCaprio. If you're talking about the actor Da Vinci, he's still alive.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Uncultured swine.
Swine. This word gets me every time. Swine. Oh my god.
And William Shakespeare. I mean, he still lives in Scotland.
Shakespeare.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
To wank or not to wank.
Always wank. It's not even a question.
It's a rhetorical one.
Aren't you doing the No Nut November?
Never.
I
mean, I failed in the first day, if that's the case.
And how today is the first day.
Exactly.
Your will is weak.
I actually thought about this today, but then you
want to have a small one while thinking about it.
I mean, you're working from home, it's work break, you have something to eat,
What?
you watch some TV.
You have
You know.
something to eat before or after?
I mean, before and after, because you need the energy to do it, and then you need a little snack to congratulate yourself that you did it.
I was
Oh,
thinking
you have
about
a whole ritual there, man.
I was thinking about the cum, man. Like I thought you're doing the cummy face, but no. Okay,
No.
no
We don't do
cummy
that
face.
here.
This is a Christian house. It's a Christian home. I just
We
find
only masturbate in the name of God.
Oh my god.
And now everybody's offended.
Yeah,
we don't care.
like we do give a
make
fuck.
somebody. Yeah, hey.
That's art.
Yeah.
If it makes you, if
He
it
just failed
feel
not
disgust,
November.
makes you feel disgust, that's still art.
I lost again. I think it's time to fuck off.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
do you say?
That would be that would be good.
Yeah, I think you're just
I mean, I have to lose
very
again, so
keen. I think you're to lose what?
No, not November.
Yes.
Oh, you have to lose Jesus. Right. You are a born loser.
I
That's the
didn't
thing.
expect it. Jesus.
Do it for Jesus.
It came as a surprise.
Okay.
And
I
now,
mean,
in the wise words of the guys that did the ghost show on Discovery Channel or whatever, I just sent
By
you the
ghosts.
picture. By ghosts, I love you. That's the same guy
Oh my
that brought
God.
us "Hey there, demons, it's me, yeah boy."
yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Any last words before we fuck off to Neverland,
No.
where we
Enough
can get
has been
touched by
said.
Michael Jackson's ghost?
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
You need some Jesus to be clean again.
You okay in the mind, bro?
Clean your body.
I mean, if
Oh, for
Michael
fluids.
Jackson cleans your body, does it
My
count?
God. Daily.
Oof.
Oh, good.
Ooh, girl. Behave.
Allegedly girls. I think it was more like boys. But yeah,
What?
nothing.
He's trying to get us cancelled. Don't take him
I mean,
seriously.
nobody talks to us on Twitter, so might as well get some mad people, maybe. Hopefully.
I mean, no interaction at all. It's worse than, well, having just hate speech.
Yeah, exactly. No attention is worse than negative attention, so.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay.
Whatever.
We're a bunch of morons here, so.
Well, talk for yourself.
Yes, I'm actually
Well-
an intellectual.
Yeah, you do. You do.
I do what?
I don't know, man. Just leave me.
Masturbate.
Yes.
Yeah, you failed. You failed again.
I didn't fail masturbation. So there's that.
You are an adept of the art of masturbation. Your skills
I'm
were
a master
crafted.
baiter.
You were molded by
Your
it.
skills were crafted in the art of beating the meat.
In the fires of Mount Fap. Okay. Do you have anything else to add?
May
I
God
don't.
forbid you.
Okay. May God, whatever. Until next time, follow us on wherever you listen to this.
Pornhub.
That would be an interesting idea.
We should actually do some engagement with our listeners. Just maybe in the description of the clip.
Yeah.
Just leave your preferred 5. No, let's say 10. 10, okay? 10 Pornhub movies. Clips.
3 geeks get fucked by international news.
Just leave the link in there. Pornhub.com/
We do
I mean,
affiliate
yeah.
marketing with Pornhub.
No. We take suggestions because, Sometimes you get bored.
And I don't
Yeah.
think they would mind it. Actually, really, I don't think they would.
Yeah. Anyway, follow the podcast, do whatever the fuck, ask us stuff, and we'll see you whenever we see you, because our schedule isn't weekly like we intended to be, but yeah,
We'll try to be more consistent than that.
like that would
Nah.
happen.
No, it won't.
I said we'll try, not we'll succeed.
You can replay our previous episodes if you feel lonely. Oh,
Just
really?
imagine
Try-
listening to a new episode. It's a good creative exercise.
Or you can do this, open multiple tabs, just, randomly click on an episode, listen to that piece of news, then open the next tab with a random episode and listen to a random piece
Yeah.
of news. And it's like you
And
have
leave a comment, see how that makes you feel.
completely new episode.
Maybe
It's
if you
AI
ask us something,
generated,
maybe we'll
you are the-
reply after 3 days, and we can have
It's
conversation.
AI generated and you are the AI.
Okay, time to fuck off. Goodbye. Take care and have a pleasant end of the world.